Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Ness Monster, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 Star Wars Black Series figures from Kenobi that Hasbro needs to make. Real quick though, before we do get into the video, if you are new to the channel, make sure to go down, hit that like button, and subscribe, because we are giving away this Mando Build-A-Pack at 7,000 subscribers. You do have to be subscribed to the channel though to enter, so make sure you go down, hit that like button, and subscribe. And to enter the giveaway, it is pretty simple. Once we hit 7K, I'll release a giveaway video. All you have to do is make sure you're subbed and then comment on that giveaway video to enter, and then I'll pick a random comment to win. And I do want to thank you guys for all the recent support. It just blows me away how incredible you guys are. I would definitely not be able to do it without you guys, so thank you so much. The support over the last couple of days has been just amazing, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Anyway, on to the number 10 spot. Coming in at the number 10 spot, I gave it to Owen Lars. He is a decent sized character in the show. He shows up a lot in the first episode and then a lot in the finale, but other than that he doesn't show up a ton in the show. But I still think that he would make a pretty cool figure. Like I said, he would kind of just sit on the shelf and not do much. He's not a super interesting character, but as figures come, I think he would make a pretty good figure. And like I said, he would just go great on the Kenobi shelf. Coming in at number 9 is kind of along the same lines as Owen, but it's actually Bail Organa. Now, I do think the difference is that Bail is in all the prequels, and he's a much bigger character than Owen. So I think he would have a whole lot more use, I guess, than just like being part of a Kenobi shelf. So he could be put in the prequel shelf and a whole lot more. So I do think Bail Organa is a necessity in the line, whether he's in the Rogue One or prequels or what part or what film they make him from. I do think that they need him in the line though, and I just think with his appearance in Kenobi, it would be a great way to introduce the figure into the line. Coming in at number 8, I'm gonna say it's technically cheating only because we do already have this figure, but I think this figure needs to be completely redone, brand new sculpt head to toe, and this is gonna be Anakin Skywalker from his Order 66 flashbacks. So technically, like I said, it is from the Kenobi show because we did get brand new flashbacks of Order 66, but I do want Anakin Skywalker, brand new mold head to toe. We do have the original Anakin, and it's not a very good mold. The articulation sucks. His accessories are not the best, and even the photoreal update is not the best either. So we need a brand new mold head to toe, and please just include the robe with it. Like, Anakin wears the robe in the Order 66 scene. You gotta include the robe with it. So yeah, number 8 has to go to Anakin Order 66 flashback. Number 7, I gave it to Nari, and you might not know who this character is, but he's actually the Jedi from, I want to say, either episode 1 or 2, that was also on Tatooine with Kenobi. He doesn't make a super huge appearance, and he's honestly only in it for one episode, but he makes a decent, I guess, size, impact on Kenobi. He's one of the reasons that Kenobi decided to go and try to help Leia, which is pretty cool. And, I just like getting random characters and other Jedi like that, more background characters. And so I think Nari would be a pretty cool character to introduce into the line. And worst case scenario, he's just kind of a background Jedi or some kind of background Cantina guy for some other displays. So either way, I think he's a pretty cool figure, and I'd be a nice addition to the line. Coming in at number 6, I gave it to Haja. I absolutely loved his character in the show. The actor that plays him is super funny in everything that he's in, and he blew my mind in the show. He was super hilarious, and I really loved his character. And I really hope we get a figure of him. I think he would look awesome in figure form. Hasbro already has his face mold from the Eternals figure, so I mean, technically you could just pop his head on a Jedi body and you're doing pretty good. But yeah, honestly, I did love his character, and like I said, I just think he would make a great figure in the Kenobi line. Even though he's not a Jedi, and, even if he's not a super huge character, he had a big enough role, I think he'd make a good figure. And like I said, worst case scenario, he is just some kind of background, like Cantina Dweller or something like that for a figure display. Number 5 is one of my favorites, and it's actually Hobo Clone. And, this was Tamora Morrison's live-action appearance here in the Kenobi show, and it was pretty awesome, I do have to say. Was not expecting this at all, and then we got Hobo Clone, and my mind was blown. I don't really know how they would do this figure. I mean, it would kind of just be a homeless-looking clone, and I'm fine with that. Like, it wouldn't have a ton of features or anything like that, but I still think it'd be a great addition to the line. Get some different clone head sculpts in the line, get some different diversity when it comes to figures like that. And I just think it'd be a cool figure. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a mainline figure or anything like that. It doesn't even have to be a new sculpt. They can pretty much reuse most of the body, the clone body. But I don't know. I just think it's a pretty cool figure, cool idea, and it would look great on the shelf. Coming in at number 4, I don't think Hasbro is going to make, and that's only based on previous sales from other figures like this, but it's actually a Force Ghost Qui-Gon. I absolutely loved Qui-Gon's appearance at the end of the show. By the end there, I was starting to think that he wouldn't show up, and he finally did, and I was really happy with his appearance. Hasbro's done other Force Ghosts in the Black Series line. They did it with Yoda and with Obi-Wan, and they're just pretty cheap figures on the aftermarket. They don't sell super well, and I think because of that, Hasbro probably wouldn't do any more Force Ghosts. I do think Qui-Gon would be pretty cool, but I think an Anakin would be way more needed, I guess, than Qui-Gon. But, Qui-Gon's still awesome, and I'd love him in the line, especially with his recent appearance in Kenobi. Number 3 is young Leia. Whenever they started showing the story of young Leia, I got a little scared. I was not expecting Leia to be in the show at all, and to be honest, they pulled it off, and they pulled it off good. I loved I almost called her young Leia's appearance in the show. She really blew my mind, to be honest, with how good her acting is. She's a very young actress, and yet she did really good. Most young actors and actresses don't do as good, kind of like with young Anakin, and it kind of just ruins their career. But young Leia, she blew it out of the water, and I think that a figure of hers would go great alongside Obi-Wan from the show as well. Speaking of Obi-Wan, coming in number 2 is Final Duel Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really, really do love this figure. To be honest, this is kind of a mishmash. We already have the Jedi body for this. All you'd have to do is leg swap with the already existing Kenobi figure, and there you go. You got a Final Duel Kenobi. So honestly, this is mostly a mishmash kind of figure for Hasbro. You wouldn't have to make any new molds for it. Just some new paint apps and stuff like that. But it would be awesome. I do really love his appearance like this. I like that he finally got the Jedi tunics back out. The Jedi robes look awesome, and I did love his appearance in this outfit. To be honest, I thought he was gonna be wearing that homeless turtleneck V-neck, I guess. It's looks like somebody tugged on it. The figure's right here, I'll show you. But that super saggy neck there, I thought he was gonna be wearing that the entire time, and I'm super glad that he changed into the actual Jedi robes, because I love that outfit, and it turned out great, especially for the Final Duel. And if you guys have watched the channel at all, you know that I've been wanting this figure forever, even from back in the Rebels line, but now we got it in Kenobi, and I could not want a figure even more now. But this one is a battle-damaged Vader. You gotta have it with the broken chest box, the broken open helmet with the Hayden Christensen face underneath. That is awesome. By far going to be a top 10 figure. I hope they make a brand new mold all the way around the figure, but even if it's just a brand new head and torso mold, I would be happy. And I just think Battle Damage Vader is one of the coolest things we've ever gotten in Star Wars, and I'm super glad we finally got to see it in live action. But now I want to see it in figure form too. There is only one day of Kenobi reveals left for their Obi-Wan Wednesdays, and so fingers crossed this figure gets revealed tomorrow, but we will have to wait and see. But yeah, Battle Damage Vader comes in at number 1. Would definitely be a top 5 figure of all time in my opinion, because Vader's iconic, and then you get the Hayden Christensen face underneath the broken mask. That is just super awesome. So that is my list. Comment down below if you guys would change the list at all, or if you move it around, or if there's any figures that weren't on the list. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.